Seattle Storm, I think they did well for themselves. I'm impressed with how they were able to get a player late in the draft that I think can be a great help to their franchise. They had two picks in this draft, I'm sure I'm sorry, they had four, but three of them were in the third round. They did draft Dominique Malonga with the number two pick, which I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you look at it. I don't think she's going to be expected to come in here and be a star. I think because they have some vets on this roster, including Neka Agumake, and you got Ezzy Magbagor. You got these vets, these sizable vets who can help her adjust to the game in the WNBA. I think you're gonna. I'm sorry, the mentality that Europe has tougher, stronger, more physical game. I haven't seen that on film. I haven't seen that at all on film. She is athletic. She's 6'6". She's long. Um, Future for her is bright. Is it immediate though? Probably not. I'm sure she'll play, but I don't see her as someone who's gonna come in and do a Victor Wembanyama. Like they've made comparisons as to people have made comparisons, but Wemby is 7'4", 7'4". Just take this into consideration. Seattle has Lee Yaru, who's 6'7". Is she the athlete of Malanga? No, but there's no one 7'4" in the NBA right now except for Wemby. So he has something that nobody else has, height that no one else has. That said, let's talk about this. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, Women's Basketball. Talk facts or feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Please be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Appreciate all y'all continued support of this channel. Let's jump right on in on this thing. You have a team that has Skylar Diggins-Smith at point guard, Neka Agumake at power forward. I hope Nika Mule can come back healthy, although I don't know if she'll be able to. She blew her knee out almost immediately when she got overseas. So I am not thinking that she's even going to be available this year. Maybe August, September. I mean, September is the end of the season. Maybe August, but I wouldn't be expecting much from her this year, unfortunately. Gabby Williams is on this team. I presume she'll play the whole season this time. But you have a squad that obviously won games last year. I do think that Seattle did benefit a great deal at the end of the day from trading Jewel Lloyd. I think they benefited from this more than anybody. The Sparks got a great benefit. They got a ready-made player in Kelsey Plum. But the Seattle Storm, they did well for themselves in getting Malonga with the second pick. I know I was all up and down with her. I thought she was early on. I thought initially that she wasn't going to come over and play this year. I am not of that draft and stash bullshit. I don't roll like that. Like unless you're good enough to stash a player, you can't do it. Seattle's not good enough to do a draft and stash. It doesn't work. Like if you're the Minnesota Lynx, you can do that. You were in the finals last year. You have the same team coming back for the most part. That was a travel from the championship. And so they can do that. But Seattle's not good enough to do that. That said, let's look at their picks. They got Madison Connor in round 3. I'm sorry, clicking on this thing. I got Madison Connor out of TCU in round 3. She's a shooting guard out of TCU, 5'11" guard, catch and shoot wing. She shot 45% from 3. That's a big pickup. I mean, if you can shoot like that consistently, you got a spot, man. You've got a spot. She might be their best shooter walking in the door. I don't know about these other players. I mean, Alicia Clark is decent. I know what Katie Lou Samuelson is. I don't think she's anything special. I mean, if she didn't make the team, it wouldn't even shock me. Um, you know, Jordan Horson averaged 7 points per game. Erica Wheeler, it wouldn't shock me if she didn't make the team in Seattle either. So, in fact, I would venture to bet that she probably doesn't make the team. Lexi Brown is now part of the Seattle Storm. You know who your starting point guard is Skylar Diggins-Smith. Are you going to draft a point guard in the 3rd round who should have been a first-round pick and keep Erica Wheeler? I don't think Erica Wheeler makes this roster. They got Serena Sundell in the 3rd round at 26. Outside of Makayla, Timpson might be the steal of the draft. She was a projected 1st-round pick, led the country in assists. I am not understanding how that girl fell. I don't know how she fell this far. It doesn't make sense. But this is the WNBA, and a lot of the shit that they do in the WNBA doesn't make a lot of sense. They also selected Jordan Hobbs out of Michigan. Jordan Hobbs is they selected with the 34th pick. She's a point guard. Let's see what she did. Hobbs averaged 13.6, 4.8 rebounds, 2.6 assists. How are you a point guard averaging 2.6 assists? 4-year player at Michigan. Her best year was her senior year. How are you listed as a point? How are you the starting point guard? But she's 6'3". So is she a point guard or not? She's listed as a point guard by ESPN. She's listed as a guard on her profile. She shot 43% from the field, 34% from 3. She's a decent perimeter shooter, not a great one. She's a 2-year starter, started all 68 games she played. She's 6'3". She provides length, but she's not a point guard. How the hell are they calling this girl a pussy? She's listed as a guard, but I don't see how she's a point guard. I don't know. That's a tall guard, man. 6'3" guard. She is slim. We'll see. I don't know that she makes this team. I don't know. But I love the Sundell pick. The Connor pick for that shooting, you can't beat it. And Malonga is a long-term recipe. She is a turkey. You're basting a turkey. You know that's not being cooked in an hour. It takes a day to cook that turkey. And in the case of the WNBA, it's going to take a year or 2 to cook that turkey. If she is what they think she is, she has the ability to be special. But I think she fell into the right situation here. Because if she was put in a situation where she was expected to go out there and be a difference maker, it would not work. I think she would get absolutely crushed. She's people saying she's thick. She's slim. She's 6'6". She doesn't weigh 200 pounds. She might weigh 180. I'd like to see her on a scale because I don't think she weighs more than 180. But Connor is a big pickup for shooting. Sundell, I mean, she's a backup point guard off the rip to me. I think she's a backup point guard behind Diggins-Smith. And I mean, how much longer is Skylar Diggins-Smith going to play? She's in her 10th year, 11th year. She's probably what 30. She's gonna be 35 in August. Don't know how much time she has left in this league. Um, but she could definitely teach Sundell and be a mentor to Sundell, and we'll see. But I think Seattle did well in this draft. I think that those three picks of Connor, Sundell, and Malonga, obviously, I think they did well in this draft. This is a good day for them, and definitely a good day for their future, the future of their franchise, because these are all players that can do something for a period. I mean, Sundell's a big point guard. And and I'll tell you what, when you got bigs, she's used to playing with bigs. She's a facilitator. She's going to be something pretty good, I think. She's going to be pretty good. So to get her in the third round when she's a projected first round or early second round pick, it's crazy. But you let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the Seattle Storm? Like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.